on, everybody. In this video I'm going to continue on complex numbers. This is my 6th video of complex numbers. In my previous video I have shown you guys about multiplying and dividing complex numbers, and here we are going to continue that. Now let's look at another example. Let's say we have 9 over I cube. How can we simplify this one? To do that, whenever we have I in the denominator, I or I power anything, we have to see whether we can make it I square or I power 4. In this case, this is above I square, I power cube, so we can make it I power 4, or multiplication of I. Let's say we have I power 5, we can make it to I power 8, multiplication of I power 4, because if we have I here, we have to do the same thing for the numerator as well. So what we are going to get is 9I over I power 4, and I power 4 is simply positive 1. So the final answer is just going to be 9I divided by 1, that's 9I. Okay. Now let's look at another example. Let's say we have a question like this. 5 minus 2I divided by 2 plus 3I square. 2 plus 3I square. Here what we have to do is first we have to expand the denominator and simplify them. So 5 minus 2I, in the denominator we have 2 plus 3I square. We have to expand it like this, 2 plus 3I times 2 plus 3I. Then to simplify this one, I'm going to FOIL it. To FOIL, what we do is we just multiply, like 2 times 2 we will get 4. I keep the numerator as it is, and in the denominator 2 times 2 4, and 2 times 3I plus 6I, and then 3I times 2 is plus 6I again, and then 3I times 3I 9I square. And here we can simplify this one furthermore, like 5 minus 2I, and then 4, 6I plus 6I 12I, and then 9I square. I square is negative 1, so 9 times negative 1, and again 5 minus 2I. In the denominator we have 4 plus 12I, and negative 9. Negative 9 plus 4, we are going to get minus 5. So let's continue here. 5 plus 5 minus 2I actually. 5 minus 2I in the numerator remains the same, and in the denominator we are going to get minus 5 plus 12I. Now we have simplified the square part. Now what we have to do is we can simplify furthermore by multiplying the denominator by its conjugate. So here we have plus 12I, so 5 minus 2I, and then minus 5 plus 12I. The conjugate of this denominator is going to be minus 5 minus 12I. So if we do it in the denominator, we have to do it in the numerator as well, so we have to multiply this one by negative 5 minus 12I as well. Now let's go ahead and simplify top and the bottom. In the numerator we have 5 minus 2I times negative 5 minus 12I, so I'm going to FOIL it. 5 times negative 5, negative 25. 5 times negative 12 is negative 60, and we have I. And then negative 2I times negative 5, that's plus 10I. And then negative 2I times negative 12I, that's plus 24I square. And in the denominator we have negative. This is conjugate, and whenever we have conjugate we can directly take the square of this first number and the second number, and we have to just put minus in between. So basically this is going to become 25 minus 144 I square. You can go and try in the long method, like foiling it, like minus 5 times minus 5, minus 5 times minus 12. You can do it in that way as well. You will end up with the same results, because the middle terms will cancel. Here you can see, if we multiply minus 5 times minus 12, we will get plus 60, and here plus 12i minus 5 minus 60. So the middle part will cancel each other, so we will get only the end parts. That's why I directly put it. I saw it in the previous videos, so I just don't want to repeat that again. And here what's gonna happen is this negative I square become positive. Let's simplify the numerator first. Negative 25 and negative 60i plus 10i, that's gonna become negative 50i, and then 24i square, 24i square, I square is negative 1, negative 1 times 24, we are gonna get negative 24, negative 24, and in the denominator 25, 144 times I square is negative 1, so negative 1 times negative 4, 144, that's plus 144. Okay, okay, 144. Now we can simplify this one furthermore. Negative 25, negative 24, that's negative 49, minus 50i divided by 25 plus 144, 169. Now we have to just write it in a standard form, that is negative 49 divided, standard form is a plus bi, that's a standard form of the complex number. So minus 49, 169, and minus 50i divided by 169. Now we have a plus bi format, and that's a long question. That's second one. Now I'm going to erase all this and look at the next one. Okay, now let's go ahead and see another problem. Let's say we have a question like this: x square minus 36 is equal to 0, and x square plus 36 is equal to 0. How we are going to solve this? And whenever we have this minus x square minus 36, we will get x plus 6 and x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore x can be 6 or minus 6. Okay, now what happens to positive? If we have plus number, we will get x square is equal to negative 6, so we are going to square root negative 36. So we are going to get two answers here. Here we are going to get x is equal to let's try this in since we are getting negative in a square root, we know that negative 1 in a square root is I, so we are going to end up getting x plus 6i and x minus 6i, that's equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to plus or minus 6i. So this is a basic thing we have to remember when we deal with these kind of problems. Like when we have x square numbers like x square minus 25, 36 or any square number, we can simplify, like if it's negative it's going to be 6 or minus, like whatever the square we have at the end, and if it's plus in between we are going to get I. Okay, these are the two things we have to remember. Now let's go and see a problem based on this. Let's say we have a question asking 3x square plus 48. Now we don't have a squareable number, so what we can do is we can take the 3 outside and see whether we get square numbers. X square plus what time, if we divide 48 by 3 excuse me, this is going to become 16. Now we have a square number, so this one is equal to 0, this one is equal to 0, so we are going to get 3 times x, again I put it in a bracket, x plus 4i and x minus 4i is equal to 0. So So if we have a number outside, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, only the things with x we have to deal with. We just try to equate this x minus 4i and x plus 4i is equal to 0. So when we solve, we will get 4i, x is equal to 4i, and x is equal to, this one means x is equal to negative 4i and x is equal to 4i. So negative 4i plus 4i, that's the answer. Now let's look at another problem similar to this. 4x square plus 100. Here in previous one we have seen this 3 is not a square form, right? So that's why we took it outside. But here we have 4. 4 is the square of 2. So we can just take this one as 2x plus 10i, because we have plus right here, that's why I put I, and 2x minus 10i, that's equal to 0. Or you can take 4 outside and simplify, like x square plus 25 as well. You will end up getting the same answer. So here what we are going to get is 2x plus 10i is equal to 0, and 2x minus 10i is equal to 0, and 2x is going to be equal to negative 10i, and here 2x is going to be equal to positive 10i. Therefore x is going to be equal to minus 5i, and x is going to be equal to 5i. You can you can take 4 outside and take x square plus 25 and solve for this. You'll still get the same answer like this. Okay, there are 2 ways to do this. You can do it in 2 different ways. Now let's look at another problem. Let's say we have 9 minus 9x square minus 100. Here we have minus, so we cannot square, like we don't have square, we cannot get a square with a negative number. So I take the negative outside, so this is going to become negative 1 outside, so this is going to become 9x square plus 100, and now we have a square form. Now we can write it like 3x plus 10i. I put I because it is a plus here, and 3x minus 10i is equal to 0. Since we have number outside, we can just get rid of we don't have to worry about that. We just try to solve these 2 things, and equate that one to 0, like 3x plus 10i is equal to 0, and 3x minus 10i. Okay, I got stuck here, my mouse got stuck, I'm waiting for it to respond. Okay, minus 10i is equal to 0. So if you solve for x here, you will end up getting minus 10 over 3i, and x is equal to plus 10 over 3i. So here we have two answers. And let's look at another one. Let's get rid of all these things. Let's look at another one. Let's say we have a question like this: x square plus 1 over 9 is equal to 0. Do we have a square form? If we square root, we know that whether we have square form. If you square root x square, you're going to get x, and since we have plus, I put we had to remember we had to put an I, and then 1 over 9, square root of 1 over 9 is 1 over 3, so 1 over 3i plus 1 over 3i, and also we will get minus 1 over 3i. Therefore that's equal to 0. Therefore x can be plus or minus 1 over 3i. That's our final answer, and that's how we do this kind of problems. I'm going to continue furthermore on complex numbers. I think this is my 5th video. I'm going to have 6, 7, 8. That's it. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you guys on my next video.